Not all information should be listened to. All information has value, but not all information is valuable in the moment. This is from Andy Stumpf and Hasard Lee on a podcast called Cleared Hot. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesdays, where I am sharing information from books I've read or things that I've listened to with you all on a weekly basis. So this was an interesting podcast. Cleared Hot is a kind of a military-based podcast, which for some reason I just absolutely love. And I was listening to the interview with a fella named Hasard Lee, and he was an F-18 and an F-35 combat fighter pilot that flew over 80 missions and just has some top rankings and whatnot. And I listened to this quote and I kind of stopped in my tracks and I put it in my little note that I keep track of because I thought it was interesting. So not all information should be listened to. And it all has value, but sometimes it's not valuable in the moment, right? And I started thinking about how that can be applicable to us. Now, the story that they were talking about was these really cool combat helmets that pilots wear now that are hundreds of thousands of dollars each. And the helmets actually provide all the information that they need. They have augmented reality so that they can see through the plane, they can see through their own bodies underneath them, and then it provides all the information and all the data of everything that's happening around them, the plane, the horizon, just everything. And they were talking about it in terms of relevancy of all that information maybe isn't pertinent in the moment, and how do you disseminate between the information that's very important in the moment when you're making a snap decision versus the information that's being provided that isn't valuable in that moment. And it just got me thinking. I just thought, there are times when we receive information that, it has value, but does it really bring value to the decision that we're making or the process that we're going through or the choices we have to make or the habits that we're trying to establish? We get information, we get input, and while that information is valuable, does it actually affect us or help us or guide us or give us in the moment? So just a little aha. I thought it was a great quote and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I hope you have a great Wednesday and I will see you all next week.